Let's get it. I do have a great idea or thought I want to share today. And it is, I have a plan, but what have you done for me lately? The Most High has a plan, but what have you done for him lately? And I want to speak a little candid today, just from my heart. I had a sister, Maria, put out a call to prayer for our brothers and sisters. And as I commented to one of her posts, I said the Most High has already had me praying for our Hebrew brothers and sisters for the last few months. And when he told me to pray or to intercede for Yisrael, that he had a plan. So every time he brought the idea to pray for us Hebrews up, he would come back and say, I have a plan. I have a plan. But when that sister put out that call to prayer, it was like a shot to my system. And I hate to use that word, but it was a stark reminder, I'll say, to what the Most High had already been telling me. And then our sister Joy put out the song, If My People, which are called by my name, will humble themselves and pray, then will I hear from heaven. Also turn from their wicked ways and humble themselves and turn, basically. But as I was thinking that the Most High was putting in my heart, he put this in my heart a few days ago, this thought, and I just wrote it down. I said, okay, whenever we want to present it, we'll present it. He put in my mind the Janet Jackson song, What Have You Done For Me Lately? Ooh, yeah. What have you done for me lately? But yeah, and that's what the Most High is calling his people. He's saying, what have you done for me lately? You want me to heal the land, but you don't want to pray for your brothers and sisters. You want me to come and bring retribution for the suffering you've been going through for the last 400 years, but you don't want to go through the requirements that it takes to receive them. You want the blessings. Yes, the curses are over, but you can't walk in blessings without obedience. But I echo this call that my sister put out, Sister Maria, for us Hebrews to set aside a day of prayer. And I would even step a little further than that and ask that we would fast for like 3 days before the corporate prayer, because it's showing the Most High that you're willing to sacrifice the physical to gain his spiritual. But we're gonna get it. about it, we gotta be active. See what the Most High has been showing me and speaking in my spirit is that it's all about our obedience. If he says something in his text, then we need to follow it and do it. And then expect to see him move. We can't think we could just pray and fast and do a whole lot of hoping and wishing and praying, as the old saying goes, and expect him to show up and just move like abracadabra. Bam. No. It's gonna take visiting them orphans and them widows in their time of need. See, we don't want to talk about that. See, we have gotten comfortable in our captivity. So we feel like as long as we're okay, and our family is halfway okay, to the point where they don't call you no more when they need help, then you're fine. But is this gonna work? No, not at all, not at all. But just as a text we use, I think Tuesday, obedience is better than sacrifice. So the Most High don't want the fast you're calling. He don't want the gifts and offerings you're bringing. He wants the fast that he's calling. He wants the prayer that he's calling for. And this is definitely a prayer that we need to engage in corporately. That our sister Maria and our sister Joy put out. Call to prayer. And like I said, I add on to that a call of prayer and fasting and praying. Showing that we're willing to sacrifice something. And see, that's what the Most High is talking about in this here last thought. It's gonna cost you something. You might as well pay at the forefront than have to pay at the end. Because when we have to pay at the end, it's going to cost us a whole lot more. Cost us a whole lot more. Cost us a whole lot more. And see, I just had an encounter that tests my stance, I say, or tested the ground I made. I saw this young lady out here in the back corner in the cut where I like to do my squats. I hadn't noticed her until I turned to leave, and she was very underdressed, I'd say. And as I have been very transparent to speak on my pornography issues, I had to turn my head quick, but not before I saw a whole lot of things hanging out, I say. Which I wasn't enticed, I was angered, because I know what is going to be laid in the path for me to stumble upon. And the first thought Hasatan tried to throw in my head was the approach. And I quickly, like I said, turned my head and said, no, not gonna be able to do it. And hurried up and got out of that corner. Well, out of that cut. And I thank the Most High that she is in that corner like she is. If not, she would entice a whole lot of people. And see where she's at. I ain't even gonna speak that. Most High keep her, give her eyes to see, ears to hear, a heart to perceive, and a mouth to speak. But I had to come and share that and be transparent, because just because you make it to a new level don't mean that prior level devil ain't coming for you. And he's gonna come even harder, I guess you can say. He's gonna ride on you harder than he rode on you before, because he's bringing 7 more imps with him. We gotta stay focused. And by the way, family, I'm back at my normal park today. Here I at the Hornet's Nest. I went out yesterday after the first part of the week. I stayed in, fasted and praying. So I went out yesterday and did some exploring at the Revolution Park. And really enjoyed it. And found another park that I'm gonna be going to hit. And it's all tied together on the Greenway. So I'm excited about that. And I said to myself, we'll just start that new adventure on Monday, Most High willing, instead of starting to explore here on Friday, my last day. So I said I'm gonna come on out here to my normal park and get it in. Like I said, we're gonna get on this bike and get this 5 Most High willing and take it to the house. Stay up and keep pushing forward in the right direction. Shalom. What have you done for me lately? Ooh, yeah. The Most High has a plan. But what have you done for me lately? Hey, bro. Good, good. And I said that wrong. I have a plan, but what have you done for me lately? And the Most High has a plan, but what have you done for him lately? See, this is all how he conveyed it over to me. Basically saying to me, I have a plan for your life. A plan to do you good. To give you a hope. A future hope. Plan not to harm you. But a plan to do all that I promised you I would do. In my text, and also what I whispered in your ear. And see, that's so important to remember, and also to remember everything he says in that text or in your ear must line up with that text. Pardon me. And it will. Ain't no need to even concern yourself. Because if you hearing from the Most High, for real, he's the one that's going to make sure it's lining up with his text. All we must do is make sure we're lining up with the text also. And we're going to automatically line up. Well, our lives are going to automatically line up with the text. So we don't ever have to worry about asking him, what have you done for me lately? Point being, if you woke up today and see it, that's proof of what he's done for you lately. And if you have use of all your limbs, organs, then that's another proof. If you're able to get out here and enjoy this fresh air, this sunshine, and some exercise, and that's another proof. So now it's time for us to say, what have I done for the Most High lately? Ooh, that's a good thought. Have I done anything worth a count for the Most High's kingdom? And that's something I remember my Aunt Mamie for. When she used to get aggravated with us, more or less my brother. She would say, you ain't no count, Larry Jean. And say that, see, they will always call us by our first and middle name. Even my mother used to do us like that. Robert down. Now, she has a habit of calling me Larry Bob, where she's trying to say Bob, but at the same time she's calling on my brother Larry, which I don't It used to bother me at first. It don't bother me because I know where her heart is. Yeah, what have you done for me lately? I'm quite excited about a new park, because Most High willing, that's going to be the face of my operation. I like the area. Plus it's something new. Hey man. And it gives me a new outlook and a new launching point to this, what would I call it? West Side Greenway. And I've been meaning to get that map. So there's a map of the Greenway back over there at Revolution Park. Guy needs to go and take a picture of it. You good, bro? I'm good. Got a little kid with a big bright smile on his face, enjoying themselves. I love to see kids having stuff that my parents couldn't afford to give us. And seeing that brightness in their eyes as they enjoy it. It's absolutely nothing like it in the world. I swore I heard her saying the water. All praise to the Most High. All praise to the Most High. See, because that's where my honor goes to. Every day. Like I said before, if I'm not getting up every day, getting my orders from the Most High, I'm gonna fall off. And like my friends once said, he don't think he will make it 6 months. Well, I echo that sentiment. But I would have to say, I don't think I would make it a couple of weeks. So it's just like Yahusha was. When the Most High took his presence from him, I'll just be too heartbroken to go on. Yeah, because I need him. See, it reminds me of a recording I've done. Have you really had a good taste? And what I'm talking about is, have you had a real good taste of the Most High? Like we see in one of the Psalms, it said, "Oh, taste and see that Yahuwah is good." Blessed is the man or woman trusting Him. You see, I'm always excited about corporate prayer. Because with corporate prayer brings on corporate change. Ooh, that's a good thought, Most High. Thank you. I was just watching the kids race and compete with each other. When we grow up and we're called to go forth for the kingdom, competition is over. It's teamwork after that. Matter of fact, the competition was just for brushing up on our skills, if you might say. For practice. And yeah, the world we live in is all about competition. But that's okay. As long as we're pushing for the Most High, we're good. And that reminds me of something else I heard a teacher say. I think it was Moray Mo of Rebirth. He said, when you come into the kingdom and you're seated in heavenly places, you have your own seat. So there's no need for you to rush your ministry. Because wherever you are in your ministry, as long as you're seated in them heavenly places with the Most High, your seat is always going to be there. Hallelujah. 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 thought. Thank you, Most High. See, that's why I love recording while I'm riding. Because the Ruach always brings back them good things to our memory.